What's up, people? It's Plain on D22 here, coming in, giving you guys a little more insight on what I do when I play Rainbow Six Siege. For those of you who don't know this, I always say that I'm not the gunner. I'm the spotter. So Soul is the gunner and I'm the spotter. So essentially, what my job is to do is I strategize for when we play, when we run a 5 man, and pretty much tell people where they need to be, who they need to go, and how we gonna win the site. So I'm gonna give you what I like to call the easiest way to take bomb sites on Oregon, and the easiest way to defend bomb sites on Oregon. So I hope you really enjoy this video, and here we go.
We need to
Okay,
locate a bomb.
so when I'm playing ranked or playing
Insertion
I
in
guess
10
GBs
seconds.
or whatever it is that you do, customs, anything like that. The most important thing
5
is
seconds.
generally you always know where the bomb site's gonna be. There are two locations
A
that
bomb
people
must be located and
uniquely
defused.
defend and attack. So this right here is your most important weapon. Do not waste it by taking it in the building and scanning people. If you want to take it in the building, set yourself up in a place to where you could hold down a room as a camera, as one of your drones. But you do not want it to get spotted. The most important thing about this game is having intel. And this right here is your best friend at winning any gunfight in any site. Okay, so let's attack this. Okay, so basement attack. Okay, so the things we need to do. We need to take over main lobby. After we taken over main lobby, the next objective is to clear out any roamers that are in meeting or on backside. Now what I typically like to do when I play, most of the time I have to play Hibana, the Breacher. So what I'll have people do is it'll be me, Thatcher, Thermite, who spawn here. We'll have Ying. Ying usually spawns here as well on the street. And what we have is Lion come from Junkyard. Now everybody says, why you have Lions come from Junkyard? Okay, I'll tell you why. The whole purpose is to have Lion cut off this whole rotation here. Right here. So, operators we usually take are Thatcher, Thermite, Ying, Hibana, and Lion for this site, since Lion is now in the middle. Anyway, moving on, this is what you do. You take control of the kitchen with Lion. You can claymore here based on how they're playing you once you droned out everything. Once you've taken over control over main lobby, the next objective, after you've made sure that there's nobody upstairs, you have to take control of meeting. So what I like to do is after I have Thermite hit this wall here, have Hibana hit this hatch here, I like to bring my Thermite in here if this wall is not, if it's not barricaded, which in most cases it's not barricaded. So bring my Thermite in here, hit the wall, if possible. You know, because if they have people playing in here, it's gonna be tough getting in here if you don't get the wall. So that's what I like to do there. Have somebody like Ying cutting off the rotation here. So, or actually Thatcher, because at that point Thatcher becomes, he doesn't have as much importance anymore. So you pressure in, get control of the meeting. After you get control of the meeting, you pretty much won the game, because that gives you claymore here, hatch open here, hatch open here. No more rotations. Rotations are cut off, and the bomb is usually won. Okay, this is where it can get a little tricky at times. Mirror windows usually right there. So what you like to do is after I have Thatcher hit the hatch, because sometimes people run mute. After Thatcher hits the hatch, what I like to do is have Thatcher then get rid of the ADSs. After Thatcher gets rid of the ADSs, have Ying rotate in here, Candela here to cut off that side, Candela at the door, Candela thrown inside the thing, or just right there. After she does her smoke, she'll drop a smoke at the door and a smoke general vicinity here that covers that. Okay. I also have somebody here on the steps because I want Mira to think that the plant, and Smoke to think that the plant will take place up here on the laundry or over here in this corner. But really where the plant is going to take place. Right here. Right here on the floor. Once that's done, you have Ivana who's cutting off rotations in here. They can't rotate. Somebody also watching from the hatch. They can't rotate. You can have, since Ying is in the bomb site, Ying's job now is to make sure that nobody comes in through the hallway after she gets the plan off. And then you also have the person on the steps just in case Ying dies. That is the easiest way to attack this bomb site. Everybody says, well, what about the backside? What are you going to do with the backside? You don't need to do anything to the backside unless you lose people. If you lose people before you get a chance to plant the bomb, you don't need to ever attack this side.
You located a bomb.
It's no need. It's no need to ever push back here. Everybody says, well, if they're playing heavy up here, then yes, you'll rotate to back here because then that makes sense. So what you do is you have thermite, open the wall, expect the mirror there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have control of long hallway here. What I would do then, if we can't get the plant in A, smoke here, smoke here at the doorway, Ying in on the mirror, Ying in over top, have somebody that's watching from this hatch here, make sure that you have somebody watching from this hatch here, come in, kill the mirror, on the mirror, have the option to plant the bomb in this corner or planting the bomb in this corner. This is your safest corner to plant the bomb because it's the least expected. So that's how you win bomb site B if you can't take A. But the easiest push, and I'm telling you 99% of the time this will work. You don't even need to worry about backside or B. Just do the first push and you'll win. That simple, get plant the bomb. And after you plant the bomb, just win your gunfights. And that's all.
Secure the bombs.
Okay, so easiest way to win down here.
10 seconds left.
Of course, mirror window here.
5 seconds.
Mirror window here. Rotation holes there.
Keep an eye out for Op 4 attempting to defuse your bombs.
Peeking ability here. I would open this all the way up. And generally speaking, because you want somebody that can play this angle here just in case they decide to push that. As far as the people who you need for this. Bandit, Jaeger, Smoke, Mirror, and then your fifth is optional. Now, me, I usually like to play, because people take Lion, and I want to slow the push down a little bit, I'll take either Ella with Ella Mines, just to kind of slow down the push, or I'll have a Legion. Now the thing is with Legion has to play aggressive on these steps here. This is Legion's like best friend is here. You want to make sure you get your glue mines here, one here. You want to obviously stop them from trying to open up here. So Legion will be your kind of expendable roamer, but one who can stop the push. Also, after he's wasted maybe about 20 seconds here, just have him fall back and set Legion mines up there on the steps. Drop one under the hatch if he can, you know, over here in the corner. Just things to slow them down to prevent the plant. Okay. He can also roam a little bit. I would have him play more roaming of the site, meaning he'll patrol the hallways and you know, lock down the back steps to make sure that no one pushes in. Okay, so obviously you reinforce this as well. I told you the mirror wall in there, right there. Okay, so the next reinforcements, that's what, total of what, 4? Yes, that's 2 operators downstairs. This is not necessarily reinforced. You can, not really necessary. Hatch this, that's operator. This and this, that's an operator. And or if you don't want to reinforce these, definitely reinforce this wall. That's an operator. And I would say do 1 and 1 up top. Reinforce this one here, and reinforce this one here. What you'll have is your Jaeger probably roaming. You can have your bandit play on site. He doesn't necessarily have to. After he's put down the batteries or whatever, you could have him then roam, or you could have bandit patrol the hallways instead of having Legion patrol the hallways downstairs, because you might want to get back to put a battery on the mirror window. You can have Legion roam and bandit patrol. Okay, so what you want, rotation hole here for somebody to be able to rotate between here and kitchen. What you also want is those 2 rotation holes upstairs, so you'll be able to rotate out there. Hatch can be open. It's another rotation you have, having the hatch open. You can usually generally start off with your Jaeger or somebody playing back here, and then have him rotate into meeting if he needs to help out the Legion or the bandit covering that. Okay, so that's pretty much takes care of your roamers, what their assignments are. Don't worry about getting kills either as your roamers. Everybody wants to get the 5 KO. Your most important job is to waste time. So if you waste 2 minutes and you die, that's a good thing, because 9 times out of 10 somebody's gonna die with you. You waste 2 minutes and you take 1 or 2 people off, that's a good thing, because you still have 3 people that are very, very capable of holding the site. So your job is really just to waste time. Alright, so what you want to do is generally you'll have Mira playing back here. You'll have Smoke play this one. The reason being is it's easier to throw the nitrocell to prevent the push here, and it's easier for Smoke to toss his stuff there to prevent the plant, because most people aren't going to plant here like I would. So another way you can keep the Habanas from getting the stuff, Habana, that after have somebody rotate through here and just shoot the wall, shoot them all. That also wastes time, and that doesn't make you expendable. It just annoys the attacking team. Okay, so once you've done that, and 30-something seconds left in the round, they got to get to a place of where they're getting ready to push. Once you know where the push is coming, whether it's coming from the back side or from the front side, you simply just rotate. These mirror windows give you so much information of rotation. So if you have the people in meeting, of course the hatches will be open. The 2 in meeting, if they can hold meeting or hold the roam successfully, you have the 2 hatches open. They can't push either side, and you win. It's just that simple. So defense is more about being aggressive and passive. Aggressively waste their time, and then passively waste their time as well. Like make them forget that, oh, there's an objective, I gotta plant a bomb, so that they then have to do a 30-second push at the end. That's the easiest way to do this. So that's how you defend downstairs defense. Okay? So we're going to work on attacking the upstairs next. Kids' dorms and that stuff.
Insertion in 5 seconds. Your mission is to locate and defuse the bomb.
People you'll need for this site: Glass, Ying, Thermite, Thatcher. That's what, 4 people? And you could take a Buck because he's destructible, or a Jackal. Those are the people that you will need for this site. Okay. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to deny rotations. So what you want to do is you want to have, you don't need lion for this site. You need somebody who can, you know, destroy stuff. What you want to do is essentially you want to take over downstairs here. You want to make sure main lobby, you got control of the main lobby, that pulse so nobody's in here with the C4. Once you get control of the main lobby, you want to take control of this room as well. Okay. After you take control of that room, you have just enough time to make sure that nobody's here, nobody's in here, so that you could have your who do you want over here? I guess your Jackal, after he's finished tracking down some of the roamers, if he has the time to. You really just want to make sure that you could get Bandit off of this wall, because most people run Bandit. That's the job. Now, there's another way to do that as well. So whereas your Jackal or your Buck doesn't seem like they're wasting time, the easiest way to get them off of this wall here, and same thing with the Buck, is to come in down here through, like I told you before, through main lobby, take control of kitchen, that area, and if there's a roamer down here, I like to use Jackal. Jackal's better than Buck to me because he brings more resources. He not only does he bring smokes, but he also, everybody says, well Buck's utility as far as his breacher is better. It is, but Jackal brings the smokes that you need, and he also has the ability to keep people moving, keep your roamers moving, because if they sit still, you can kill them. So essentially what you'll do is you'll make sure you take over down here. So you want to make sure you get main lobby. You want to clear out this whole entire floor first before you do anything. Once you do that, the easiest way to get the Bandit off, because people are going to run Bandit, which doesn't make sense to me too, but they do. You run Bandit here. What you want to do? Shotgun the floor where the batteries are. Have your Thatcher. As he's doing that, Thatcher the wall, shotgun the floor. Boom. Wall is open. Okay. So now you're ready for your Ying. Hopefully you have somebody like your, after Thermite gets the wall, Thatchers it. You want to make sure you have your Jackal covering your main lobby here. This is his job. This back staircase is at the moment unnecessary. You don't need to worry about clearing the guy off there. You're just using the person with the C4. So he'll toss the C4 out, and there you go. Now there's two things you can do with this. You never need to really push into this site. It's not necessary to get the plane off in there. You can always have, of course you're going to have your glass at this window. You can throw your smokes down here, or you can throw your smokes down on the inside. You can have, you can also have, instead of having your Jackal hold this, smack open this, rotate open over to where he's holding this. Smokes come out here as well. Make it as smoky as possible. Throw your Candela down the steps, Candela here, and yeah, throw two Candelas. That's all you really need to do. Somebody cover while somebody plants, and that's the round there. Like, it's that simple to win that. So as far as anything else is concerned, after that, after the bomb is down, what you could do is have your Ying push out and have her and Glass kind of cut off this whole rotation here, right? So usually there'll be somebody in here that is not going to move because Glass is here. So what Ella's job is then, get a Candela down in this room up against the mirror and just to really deny them from moving in. Jackal then is responsible for watching the steps just in case someone goes for a late flank. Thermite or Thatcher still has this, and one is covering from bedroom. So and that's the easiest way to attack this site. If that fails for some reason and you cannot get the plant down in there, what you do is, this is a little bit harder, but you gotta put it in place. So usually you'll have somebody watch tower there, like maybe a Jackal or somebody like that. Just kind of watching the rotations there as you have somebody come in and get here and get in here and plant. But first, what you want to do, well, you shouldn't have your jackal there. You still want to have your glass main window. So you wouldn't have necessarily have your jackal there. You might have your thatcher playing up there. But really, you want your thatcher to get rid of any ADSs or anything in here. So you won't have your thatcher there. So Thermite's job would then be up there to just kind of hold down that to make sure that when the Ying is ready, she's ready. What you want to do, now your jackal come in, kind of just push them out the room by breaking up the floor with his shotgun. Now it's a lot harder to do with him than it is with Buck. Buck is more, it's easier to do if you're going for a B push, but you don't need to go for a B push. The A bomb is the best bomb to attack. So that's pretty much all you do in that scenario. Any questions you have about this site, let me know and I'll answer. Thank you.
The bombs.
Okay, so excuse me. Not attacking,
10
defending
seconds remaining.
kids dorms and
5 seconds to insertion.
Or whatever. Okay, so reinforce this wall.
You must protect your bombs from being defused by Op 4.
Reinforce this wall. You could open this wall if you like, which makes the most sense. Let's open the wall. Definitely have a rotation in here. You can reinforce one side if you want. You don't necessarily need to. What I would do to kind of prevent them from shooting you from here I would reinforce this side that way I have this whole side here that if they have to shoot me, they have to get a clear line of sight. So I would like reinforce maybe like one of these or something like that. Definitely hit the back wall and tower as well. Going up to big tower, open up the drop down hatch in there. Okay, so operators you need for this: Mira, Jaeger, Pulse, Mira, Jaeger, Pulse, Echo, or Smoke. Echo or Smoke you could have for this. That's preference. Echo or Smoke is definitely preference. Personally, I would probably take the Smoke over the Echo. So you have Mirror, Pulse, Jaeger, Smoke, and then the last operator could be Echo, because Echo provides barbed wire. Or what I like to do is I like to have somebody that's going to slow them down. So I'll probably take Legion. And people are saying, why no Bandit or why no Mute? I don't really need them, honestly. The whole thing about this is most people are going to take one breacher, not going to bring two. So you'll have a Thermite, which means you're not going to have Hibana. And if you have a Hibana, she's a straight fragger at that point. Or you'll have Hibana and no Thermite. So you don't need either one, honestly. You don't need Bandit or Mute. If you want to take them as your fifth, by all means you could take them as your fifth. But Legion will definitely be more effective to holding this drum site than Bandit would. Just my personal opinion. Okay, so what you want to do is you have two options with your mirror windows, okay? The first thing, you want to reinforce here, you want to reinforce here, you want to open up a hole here so that you can see for this, so that you can kind of see what I'm saying. You don't want it to get down to where like somebody, a Twitch drone or something like that, can get it if they're running Twitch on offense. I don't recommend them run Twitch on offense, but they might. So you reinforce here, mirror window here, mirror window here. That's your first mirror option. What that does is that cuts off this here and the steps if the person on the steps dies, because this will be open. This cuts off from here. This cuts off the window in there if they choose to plant there, and the mirror window on this side, prevents this person from thinking he's got an easy way in to the site. It just makes him kind of hold this window. And if you're brave enough, I don't necessarily recommend this, but it's just ranked, so who really cares? It doesn't mean anything. Sometimes, I know me personally, I love playing in here, I'll challenge this. If I lose it, I lose it. You know, it's just a game. But sometimes you win that, and that's a major attacker, and less pressure you have to worry about on the window. Because now people are looking like, okay, he's killing the person on the window. He's going to try to challenge me as well. They may welcome it, which gives you your 4v5, which means you only got to worry about 3 people now pushing this side. Because the person on the window they died and they had to rotate somebody. So that's one mirror option. Your next mirror option is here. Put the mirror window, or actually here, I think it's here. You put the mirror window there, you reinforce this, and you play from in here. That prevents them kind of from taking B. It's the only prevention of that. You can put a rotation hole into bathrooms so that you can rotate into bathroom if you need to, or rotate back upstairs if you need to from here, you know, wherever you need to rotate to. Another thing I would do if you're going to play mirror in here, would definitely have a rotation hole in here, because you'll usually have somebody in the attic. It makes the most sense to have somebody in the attic with defense there. And you'll have one of the people that are watching the one mirror upstairs don't necessarily have to. I would still put the mirror window here, even in that case. Well, actually, I'd put it here if I'm putting it downstairs, because this covers that bomb site. I'd put it here. That prevents this over here from happening, and you still have line of sight on the window. Plus, you have this stretch open with a rotation hole. This prevents anybody from trying to flank up on to whoever's watching downstairs there. Okay, so a lot of people like to play somebody in here. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. Wanna know why? Boom, boom, dead. So you want somebody here on the steps. That kind of denies this window. You can reinforce this as well if you need to. This is something you can reinforce if you need to. If you have reinforcements, I recommend you reinforce them. This person will deny this hallway, this hallway. That's his job. And usually this is the person that you'll have, well, he won't have a nitro cell because Pulse will be over on the other side. But in the case, his whole objective is to deny all of this. Now, your Pulse, because I mentioned Pulse. I mentioned, who were my operators? I mentioned Mirror, Pulse, Jaeger. Shoot, I can't remember all of them, but I know Pulse is one of them. Anyway, Pulse has a choice to make. He could waste time here at the beginning of the round, making them clear this out, which makes a lot of sense, and then rotate either back to steps here, and whoever is playing steps can then rotate in here. You're always going to keep somebody here in attic. That's what you're going to do. So usually it would be, you start off with your smoke or something there. Pulse has that option.
10 seconds
or
left.
He can wait until they're ready to plant here and C4 is going to be.
5 seconds left.
And that's pretty much how you hold upstairs. Okay, so everybody's key is to 4-0. That's the objective, to win all 4 rounds. Unfortunately, it doesn't always happen that way. So there's a chance you might be really, really good on defense and you might suck at attacking. So you'll get stuck with having to you're really, really good on attacking and you suck on defense. So
you have located a bomb.
You'll end up having to no, you're really, really good on defense and you suck on attacking. I said that right the first time. Excuse me, y'all. But anyway, and what happens is they win the defense rounds and they'll end up having to defend this room. Easiest way to take this site. Okay. Explain this real simple. This right here, I want to make sure you take it over completely. Take it all the way over. Make sure there's nobody up here at all. People you'll need for this site: Glass, Lion, Ying, Thatcher, Thermite. That's it. All you need. So pretty much what you do if they're running a bandit or a mute, get the stuff off the wall with Thatcher, Thermite, Ying, and Ying, they'll be in this office. What you want to do, I call this the deceptive plant, because that's essentially what it is. It's all deception. What you'll have is you'll have Glass out here with his smokes. After you burn the ADSs with the Thatchers, you have Glass out here. He'll throw his smokes at this here, and right here in front of this door. Ying, you'll have her smoke this area and smoke out this area. Now, common people, because you probably have a mirror window there, probably have a smoke or somebody playing behind this, right? Smoke for, what's the other girl's name? Mirror, right here. Most people will think that the plant will take place over in this vicinity, because that makes the most sense, right? Who plants at the door? Doesn't make sense to plant at the door, but that's why you want to use deception. You don't want to plant where you think they want you to plant, because then that means you're gonna get C4 or the smoke. It's stupid. So what you do is after the smokes and stuff in, you get the lion out, you make the calls. You have Glass watching this, right? Lion comes right here. Simple. Plants the bomb. Plants the bomb right there. Comes back out. Lion then rotates back to here, or what you could do is you could have Lion stay there and then have Glass rotate. The reason why Glass is better on this because he has a thermal scope and he can sit down right here and deny the door. That's simple. And they're not looking for somebody laying down on the ground denying the door like that. Just not looking for it. So I would have the planet go down. I would have Thatcher and Thermite make sure they cover the hallway, of course. So you don't want anybody coming in on the hallway. The hallway stopping the plant. Or killing everybody. I would have Ying toss 2 Candelas and save 1 for, you know, the nitro cells and things like that, just in case they go off and they happen to kill a teammate, and you just need to prevent them from getting to the bomb which is at the front door. That's pretty much all you do to win this site. That's it. So everybody's saying, but what about kitchen? Can you push in the kitchen and get the plant off too? You can if you want to. The way you push in the kitchen and get the plant off. Now this one's a little harder because my expectations would be for somebody to be here watching the rotation there. So the easiest way to prevent this is you take over dorms and, you know, kids upstairs. You also got to make sure that you clear out a rear tower. What you do is after you get control of the hatch here, up here, what you do is if there are bandits here or something here, you shoot them off. You thermite the wall. After you thermite the wall, place it doesn't matter who you place here. Usually a Thatcher or somebody who's expendable. You place there. You make the call with the lion. You smoke all the way out over there. You run through. Run through. Ying it out. Run through. And while their attention is on the people coming from the closet, you sneak the person in right here, and you plant them. And that person, from this point on, after the bomb is planted, you have options. You have to maintain and cut off this hallway. They have rotation holes in here. You got to cut that off too. It's just a lot more work, you know. Or you could smoke it out, push up, kill these people here. Once you kill them, you plant here. It's your option. But that's how you attack kitchen and diner.
The bombs.
Okie dokie. So, defense wise.
10 seconds.
Operators you need first. Let me get this out the way first.
Down to 5 seconds.
Definitely need a mirror. You definitely need a smoke.
Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
Optional. If you want to give up this wall, you can. You don't have to have a bandit or a mute. You just let them take the wall without having to like burn ADSs or anything. I mean, burn what do you call it? Burn bandits or anything, or mutes, anything like that. I recommend the Valkyrie. Cams are important if you're gonna hold this site because your roamers have to get picks. They have
if you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles. Your location has been compromised.
And They don't have to prevent them from getting into there. They can have that. But they definitely have to deny this door. Denying this door is the most important thing. And cutting off this hallway rotation here is the most important thing to winning this site. Okay, so I guess you could do it. Bandit wouldn't be bad to take. This is what I would do with Bandit. I would have Bandit trick in this wall here, so that they can't get through there. That's what I would have Bandit do. So yeah, you take Bandit. So 3 operators you need. Or 4. 4 I would take. I would take Bandit, Mira, Smoke, Valkyrie, and then your 5th is optional. Jaeger would make the logical choice because he has ADSs, and you could burn attacker utility with it. So I would take a Jaeger, but you're better with Ella, or you're better with Vigil, or you're better with Echo, or you're better with Legion, and you want to just slow the push, you can take one of them. Depends on you. Okay, so defending this site. This is how you defend this site. Mirror window down here. Let's cover this first. Most people will put the mirror window on this one. Don't put it on this one. You want to put it on this one. Now people saying that's stupid because you give the access way for them to come in the door. That's fine. That's all fine and dandy. With the mirror window here, you can see all of this. But if you don't want to put the mirror window there, you can still put the mirror window on this one, and that cuts off that, and you can still see over here enough. So it's optional. Me personally, I would much rather have the mirror window there. And then let's go upstairs. Mirror window here. Hatch open, of course. So you have 2 people, 2 roamers playing upstairs to kind of keep them, prevent them from coming in, taking control of the hatch. These stairs, this hallway is like really important. So have a rotation from bathroom so they can get into the hallway. Reinforce this. This is important to reinforce. This, well, actually, yeah, you want to have a rotation hole either there or reinforce that is what I would say do. Now this is optional, and the reason why I say this wall is optional is because 9 times out of 10 nobody's coming in this hallway to expose themselves. Even if they got somebody playing this window, you're more likely to still, from this angle, kill this person. So nobody's coming into this hallway. So what I would do, honestly, I'd leave it open. I'd open it up. That way, if I need a late game rotation and they close it off, and I need to get in here, I have the option to get in here to, just for a flank. Another thing you could do, if the plant goes down, usually they'll have somebody here watching that from there.
You will be detected if you remain in this area. You have been spotted.
If you're 3 speed, you can generally make it from here.
You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now.
You'll probably get detected as soon as you hop into the window, so be prepared to shoot. But there's your flank. You have your flank. Preferably you do somebody like that with 3 speed with C4. So you have your smoke and your mirror on site. Or actually no, smoke upstairs, mirror here on site. Or mirror upstairs. You can actually have your mirror upstairs, smoke on site. If mirror needs to rotate down to throw a C4 to stop the plants, you can do that. Bandits here, bandit trick in this wall. Whoever you could have another defender upstairs holding this down, and then you have your roamer just covering this wall. Or you could have mirror, yeah, you have a roamer making sure this hallway is locked now. It's pretty much how you hold both bomb sites. It's a very difficult bomb site to hold. It's very easy to push and attack. But if you have to hold it because you are great on defense, but you suck at attacking, there you go. This is how you do it. So, yeah, kitchen and dining defense.
Okay. Defuse a bomb.
So, now we have to do rear watchtower, rear watchtower. Okay. So there are a couple ways you can attack this. The easiest way, I'm always going to start with the easiest way first. come in here, you take over kitchen, and you take over dining. You make sure no one pressures you from the hall here, or that they don't have the hatch open here. 9 times out of 10 they don't have the hatch open there, because people just don't think like that, to have the hatch open there. Alright, so you open that up. Thatcher, operators you need. Montaigne, Thatcher, Thermite, Ying, Lion. Those are your 5. What you're going to do, you're going to open this wall. You're going to take over meeting. That's the whole objective. Take over meeting. After you take over meeting, you have an option. Once you do one thermite wall here, this is your second option. You can thermite this wall, right? Have your Monty push up just enough. Have the person come back in behind them right here. Plant them. That's simple to win this fight. It's not complicated at all. Of course, throw your candelas and your and call not call, but do your wall hacks with your lion. You know, to prevent them from pushing you, or you know, in case of the C4. Okay, another thing you want to do is after you got control of the meeting, this is where you're lying. Once you this part here. Make sure nobody's there. Cleared out all of main lobby. This is where your lion comes, because you want your lion to be able to cut off the rotation. He has 50 bullets, so the more bullets you have, the better chance you have of winning. Usually with your Monty here, if they push your Monty, I like to kind of hold this angle here. This angle here with the hole open there. This angle here makes them try to guess what you're going to do. It's simple. Just rotate back and forth. Rotate back and forth. Thermite or whoever can still be playing right here. Montaigne will give you the intel that you need to let you know whether or not they're defusing or they're this, that. Throw another candela or whatever you need to do to prevent them, kill them. Essentially prevent them. Okay. So that's always going to work. You can't really stop that unless you're very, very good at holding meetings. So if in the case they are very, very good at holding meetings, what you need to do. There'll be somebody usually up here. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you don't necessarily even have to have somebody up here. What you want to do, you just want to shoot out all the windows. Shoot them all up. Because that makes this person, and then have somebody, when you're ready to move in, start their repel. Okay? At that point in time, let's see who could be the guy that does the repel. Because you're going to need your Montaigne, your Thatcher, your Thermite, and your Ying here. So it has to be, will have to be your Lion. You have your Lion start his repel. What you want to do, you want to take over main lobby. It's another simple push. At this point, you don't even have to worry about me. Take over main lobby, come straight up the steps. Open this up, kill who's ever in here. And you're ready to open, ready to do what you need to do here. Kill who's ever in there. Sometimes you don't have anybody open the hatch, so you have to drop here. What you do is you claymore this off, so that they can't rotate up the ladder, which would be stupid. So which means all you do pretty much after you've done all of that, your lion repels, gets the person to stop moving, you drone them, boom, come in, boom, they're dead. Boom, the person on the steps, boom, they're dead. Plant the bomb over here. That's where you want to put it. Okay. What you then can do, open this window up here. You can watch the bomb because you're playing in there. Watch the person's head all the way from the other side. That's one thing you could do. Or the other thing you could do. Most of the time, somebody try to rotate from meeting here. So there's 2 places you can play. You got this open. You can play here. Make sure this is open just in case you don't have great aim and you need to get out. Have a person playing here. Somebody comes up, tries to kill, boom, they're dead. Or if you have somebody playing the steps, boom, they're dead. That person, or you can play that person there. The person that'll be watching the bomb, his responsibility is the bomb. That's it. Montaigne will be there still giving the information. So just in case there is a roamer that decides to come these steps, boom, he turns, there. That's him. So that is how you take a rear tower both sides.
Protect the bombs.
Okay, defending rear tower.
10 seconds remaining.
You never have to defend this side, or you never have to defend down in the kitchen.
5
but
seconds
they are
to insertion.
defendable. So I'll show you how you do this.
Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
Most people do not like repelling. I'll let you know that right now. They don't want to repel because it makes them vulnerable to gunfights, and it leaves somebody responsible for watching them as they repel. So how do you counter people watching people as people repel? Valkyrie. So Valkyrie
if you
will
remain
be
in this zone, you
essential
will be detected by hostiles.
to hold
You
this.
have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
I guess I could tell you where to put cams. What I like to do is I like to throw one out from this window. Never really ever get this site, but I like to throw one out from this window, or possibly from this window here, and try to get it to land on top of there, just for intel purposes. If you can get it in this tree, or here on the tree, without them recognizing, or even here on these bricks here, if you could kind of like fit it in the grooves there, you could do that. It works fine. As far as this side is concerned,
You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now. Your location has been compromised.
and you could throw it from this window here and get it to stick there, or you could come from here and get one to kind of stick there. Now it makes that will be visible and you will be able to see them, but so do not mark on them. That's a key component. And the other one you want to put in after you have your two outside, you want to put main lobby somewhere. Find a place, put it in main lobby. Okay, so how you hold this site? For the drop. Mirror window here. So you need. I'll tell you the operation you need. You need mirror, smoke, bandit, mute, and Valkyrie. Those are your 5 that you need. Pretty much you'll reinforce this wall. Reinforce this wall. Mirror window here. Kind of have this open to watch the door there. That's how you hold that. It also prevents them from pushing here. The objective is to really hold this down. Reinforce this wall here. So your rotations will have to come through the drops. That's the only way you can kind of rotate successfully on this map. And it'll still work because you come up these steps here on the back side, or you could just go back to sight on the other side. That's all you need as far as holding the bottom is concerned. If the push is coming from down low, what you want to do is you want to make sure this stuff back here is muted up real good. The key is to never let thermite, if they're pushing from down here, so forget the Valkyrie camera in main lobby. Put the Valkyrie cam like right there so you can see into here. The key is to make sure that they cannot push this wall. You got to be able to hold this wall. That's like so important. Got to be able to hold this wall, and you got to be able to hold this wall up here. The other place you can put the mirror at is on this wall here. Make your rotations. They have to come down to plant. They can't plant up there, unfortunately. So you can kind of watch that whole thing with a mirror here. Where you're vulnerable at is here on the whatever you call this. That you're vulnerable there. But with an aid, did I say Jaeger? What did I say? I said mirror, smoke, bandit, mute, and Valkyrie. So no ADSs. So you will be vulnerable to a nade if they bring somebody that has nades or flashbangs. But the good thing is they won't be able to push in on you. Another thing you could do is if you have an aggressive roamer, solo on our team. You have this hatch open for him. He can watch this as well. He kind of likes to move around a lot. You know, I give him calls. He goes around. He shoots people. That's his job. You have him watch that. That is how you hold the top, and that is how you hold the bottom. So this wall cannot be opened. They cannot get in that wall whatsoever. This wall cannot be opened. Now, some people are saying, okay, well, how do we keep them from planting over here? Thing there. Barb up down here. What this is, if you hear somebody in there, whoever somebody's in a meeting that can drop, let them drop. Deal with that while you maintain your steps. That's that. But what about somebody watching this window? You'll have the call from the mirror. The mirror will be able to tell you. Yeah, the mirror will be able to tell you somebody's on that window or not. And you'll hear it. If you're playing these steps, you'll know somebody's on this window. But that's what your aggressive roamer's job is. His job is to make sure that if somebody's on this window,
you will be detected if you remain in
on
this
this
area.
side of the
You've
map,
been spotted.
preferably in kids zone, foul, they dead. That's simple. Dead. So that is how you defend downstairs. Now upstairs is a little more tricky. Because if they repel in, let's just say they do manage to repel in up here. The advantage that you have is that they still have to come down. Rather they drop down than they have to come down. So most people don't push up there that way. What they'll try to push is from here. So as long as you hold that and you hold that wall there, you can win this site easily. And this has been your attack guide for Oregon. If you want another attack video, let me attack and defend video, let me know. I am a strategist. I will help you rank up with your strats. That's my job. I did the aim video simply because you guys asked for it, but I'm not the best shooter. I'm not afraid to admit that. My aim sucks. So, but if you need strats or you need to get through ranked and you want me to give you all the ranked maps, let me know. And tell me which one you want next. And
10 seconds left.
Okay? And